Okay.
I do have one final question.
Yep.
Is there a scenario in which we do not accomplish the mission and don't die? And if so, what happens in that scenario? I guess if we don't accomplish the mission, everybody dies.
I was about to say, yeah, it was like chaos wins, there is
The
no
future
point.
is dead.
Yeah.
Or at least the current iteration of the heroes that we are all playing actually failed, but they're the ones that got remembered for some reason.
Oh god, that's... I got a new plugin that in theory lets me to watch both YouTube and Twitch chats at the same time in OBS.
Mhm.
But it's read-only.
Yeah,
That
I know
sucks.
about that one. It is read-only. It sucks.
So
They also generally expect you to just talk versus
well, you
type
see, if
in
I'm
it.
looking at the chats individually, I can type responses because I've been doing that in other streams. But because it's accessing two different streaming services at the same time, it can show me both chats, but it can't let me respond to them.
I feel like they should be able to have inputs.
Well, it's new. They may fix that. I'm just glad it actually works finally.
Okay.
How often do we get messages in chat during the streams?
Depends on the week. Over the last week or so, there's been a person that's showed up to almost every stream, and I've been chatting with them in the Twitch chat.
Oh wow!
Been offering their own live jokey commentary,
Nice.
as well as insight, because that's the person I was telling you about, where they were educating me on how to kill worms.
Ah, yes.
How to kill worms?
Yeah, we were fighting. There's a giant worm creature chasing us in Star Wars, and this person was talking about their gardening experience, like something I forgot what they said it was, but there was something you could like put in the dirt that drives them away in like a 2-yard radius,
Ah,
and it's like a basic household item.
Nice.
well, first off, that's neat. Did not know that.
It's always multi-chat. It's not convenient. The fact that I can look at both chats at the same time is over.
Yeah, I believe it. All the catching up is done.
Yes. Yes, you are in your lair, as we've already established. As a reminder, for creatures that I should give them the quantity of. Yeah, for creatures smaller than large, the gold piles are considered rough terrain because it's just coins that will slip and slide against each other. Obviously things like the large chests and stuff like that are not rough terrain.
No, they're not. Anyways,
The ship will be arriving in 2 rounds since it's using its super fastness. And it is the Lord of the Lair's turn. Hold on. Yep, Lord of the Lair's turn.
well, I'm going to start this off with something very simple. Fire my laser. As in, I fire a gravity beam.
What?
It's DC 20 dex save, please. Do, 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 do.
Oh, I don't know. They're still in GM. Okay. Uh, okay, I got the
I am mad
saves.
they both technically saved. Anyways, they take half that.
Okay.
As I do not appreciate people who intrude upon my domain.
Okay. Is this the Chronic or Force?
This is force, good sir.
Okay.
I start with neutral energy. I just hit you with raw force. If for some reason that doesn't work, or I feel like trying something, I'll then hit you with necrotic. But I don't have a reason to do that yet. Just raw force.
Okay. Both Counter Electric and the thing that it's on. The Electric does a large jump while the huge creature levitates upward in an attempt at evasion. As you noted, since it's saving for half, they get partially caught by the beam as there's a bit of a jingle as the coins in the area shift slightly. Just, gravity.
Hmm.
Okay, sorry. Eric, you get to add 6 to your initiative for the record.
What?
Matt's Paladin Aura.
Oh dear lord.
What is initiative? A save?
Beginning at 7th level, you and your allies within 10 feet of you add your proficiency bonus to initiative rolls.
Ah, right, okay.
I'd say it's the secondary Paladin Aura.
I have a plus 12 to initiative. That's terrifying.
Paladins.
Throw alertness on top of that. Don't throw alertness on top of that.
Now, depending on what Matt chooses to do, you may not have that next round because you have to be within 10 feet of him, but that depends on how close you guys choose to stick together.
I will put on a aura for his aura-ness.
I'm still on top of it. Yeah.
You're currently still on top of him, yeah.
Yeah. Roll 20, I summon the token properties. There we go. It's like, no, what are you doing? No. Here we go. Okay. From above, calling down. Oh, I see you're using the big guns. Let me just put a elevation notation on these guys.
You think I'm gonna get off of where I'm sitting? Physically smush you like the bug you are? At least your
You may
goons are big
You may
enough.
have to.
Nah.
Oh.
You won't be able to get far enough away inside my own lair to avoid me.
Oh, we'll see. Also, if I depose the king, don't I become the king?
That's not how that works. I don't rule a kingdom.
gestures towards your lair.
This is everything I've earned in my life. This is a vault, not a kingdom.
I'm speaking metaphorically.
Damn your metaphors.
Any other actions?
No, I can do no other actions, and I don't feel like moving. I'm keeping my distance. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. The biggest bunny in the room.
Oh, that's me.
There is a target.
And they're both about 60 feet away.
That's the closest target is 50 feet away from you.
Yep, they are 25 feet up.
Okay, so that would be an issue. So, sounds like melee is not an option.
Keep in mind, he's also on top of.
Well, yes, but if he moves to get in, up to the creature, then he loses the height, right?
Well, what I'm saying is, doesn't he have bunny jump?
He does have bunny jump.
What are my spells looking like?
You currently have 78 mana. No, you do have the Toll the Dead cantrip.
I remember what I said last time. Given the situation, you can on the fly.
Yeah, magic costs 3 times as much.
Yep.
Cantrips cost 1.
That's why I'm glad my spell slot. I use it and I get it back. It doesn't matter.
Let's see. You got the classic guiding bolt. You could try to hypnotize them with hypnotic pattern. You could do something like Spirit Shroud, which just gives you extra melee damage over, for the rest of the fight, provided you don't lose concentration. You could try dawning them.
I have a spiritual weapon, no?
Let's see. Change of the Goddess, or Change of the Earth Dragon, which would pull them out of the air. You do not currently have Spiritual Weapon prepared, but since David has given us permission to reshuffle, I could prepare it for you.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Oh, I think you know what you're gonna have it be. Oh, that'd be too funny.
Okay, so Spiritual Weapon will go bye-bye.
I hope it's not going bye-bye.
Well, I mean, I'm unpreparing it. I mean, Spiritual Weapon is now prepared, and I can get rid of I can unprepare a Smite spell if you want, or I could unprepare Scrying if you don't think that's ever going to come up. I could turn off Detect Magic.
Turn off Detect Magic.
Okay. You did not prepare Detect Magic. You brought Spiritual Weapon instead. Alright. What level of Spiritual Weapon do you want? Every odd level gives an extra die of damage.
Okay,
Or is it even? Let me double check.
I do level 9 magic, yeah.
No, you only go up to 7th.
Okay, cool. And how much does 7th level magic cost me?
For every 2... Okay, so every even level increases the damage by 1.
Okay.
So most you want to cast it at level 6.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And how much mana is a 6th level?
6 would cost you 30. No, I'm sorry, that's 7.
30?
6 would cost you 27. Because of the ×3 multiplier you're currently under due to how fucked the world is.
Okay, cool. I will use that. That should reach them, yeah?
Should. Has a range of 60 feet, yes.
Excellent. I will cast that.
That is a bonus action, so you would still have your action.
Oh. What?
Wow.
Other higher level damage.
What?
You rolled an amazing to hit. Your upcasting rolled 1 on both of the extra dice.
Oh, of course.
0.49 times 4d8? That doesn't...
That's how they're doing the fact that you only get it every other level.
That doesn't... It's how many DA is it at first level when you cast?
If you look at how many die rolls it did it correctly, because he should be having, he has 3d8 because he cast it at 6th level.
1d8 plus wisdom plus additional. Okay,
2d8.
it did do it right. That's really weird.
I think the mathematical formula looks weird, but it is correct in terms of what it crapped out.
It seems so weird the way they did it. It made the number look just so sad.
Okay, now you do have 2 targets you can hit with this. You can target Counter Electric, which is on the huge Chaos Creature's shoulder, or you could hit the Chaos Creature itself.
Mm-hmm.
So you can hit the
Yeah,
bastard or you
nothing
can
like
hit the spawn of Satan.
M&M sandwiches that have been left out of the freezer for 4 hours.
You can use a spiritual weapon token.
Okay, I wasn't sure if there was anything you could just like pull.
No, you don't have anything in the database there.
Okay, what do you want your spiritual weapon to be?
Carrot.
Okay, so 1 carrot, and are you
yes.
targeting the black robe or the creature they summoned?
The black robe.
Okay, so you're taking you take a big swing at the black robe, and that still leaves your action to do something else.
Mm. And then can I do anything to buff the dragon?
You could easiest buff off the top of my head is Bless, which would give him +1d4 to attack rolls and saving throws. Let's see what else we got.
I would like to buff the magic dragon.
You could also cast Heroism on him, which makes him immune to fear and grants him temporary hit points equal. It would grant him 3 temporary hit points, every turn. Or rather, that
Do I not
every
get any?
turn.
Do I not get any points for that joke?
I heard it. I chuckled quietly, but he was trying to explain stuff that you could do, so I was being quiet.
We could do Protection from Evil, which would mean they roll a disadvantage to hit him.
I will defer. Whatever you think is best.
Crown of Madness on him.
Oh, that's
I'll cast Commune on him. Oh, I know. I'll cast Chaos on him and tell him not to die.
All you'll do is, when I start dying, do more damage to me.
That's not what Code Chaos taught me.
It doesn't make me have better stats just because you told me not to die.
Again, Code Chaos would disagree, but I...
Okay, I understand the reference you're making, but...
We'll put true seeing on him. Okay, Eric, your choice, I think.
No, I'm losing
Based
my
on what
headphones.
how you believe this character
I'm
fights,
losing
and I
my
feel like Avid
headphones.
would know this. Is it more useful to give you +1d4 to hit and saving throws, or more useful to give the enemy disadvantage to hit you?
Disadvantage to hit me because I normally do DC base. I do saving attacks, or they have to be the DC.
Okay.
Or I summon more dragons to do exactly that.
So in which case, you are protected from evil. And good, but that in theory is not an issue here. Mostly the evil.
Is it undergoing any kind of subtle casting, or is it just regular casting?
It doesn't have a means of subtle casting that I saw in here, so...
Okay.
Nor would I necessarily expect him to as a paladin, but I'm
understand.
I'm
Like
looking.
feats and
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm looking. Yeah, I am doing my due diligence. I am checking, but it does not look like...
What'd you say?
he has any sorcery or feat-based things that allow him to do that.
Okay. As regularly, he was going after the black robe.
Okay.
He slaps the back robe with the carrot and then, buffed the dragon.
Okay. The
This is vendor.
electrical.
The vendor probably did. Yeah.
Oh, fine. If you're gonna hit me with carrots.
It's subtract from the black robe and the
Okay.
creature.
I will double check.
The black robe.
Okay. It looks like the creature had damage on the health bar. So
Oh, their health bars are overlapping right now.
yeah, that's why I was asking.
Then I'll use the stick.
That's funny.
Electric is reactionarily using a spell. For those who have proficiency in Arcana, they will recognize it as a variant of Counterspell.
Oh, don't tell me it's Kami spell. Can't do Kami spell, right? I'm too far away.
Okay. So I got 2 questions here.
Yep.
One, Matt, you do have Kami spell. If you want to have that prepped.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Okay, so I'm going to take away your ability to summon a wolf, because that doesn't seem like something you've been doing. But I want to make sure that's okay with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's something wrong with a bunny summoning a wolf anyway.
Number 2. And I don't know, the fact that he has Warcaster in here helps with this. Can we use Kami spell through the spiritual weapon?
I thought that's what you were gonna ask. I remember if I'm using hero points in this.
Yes, we have.
You're gonna say with a hero point, aren't you?
Yes. Yes. I really like. I really do like that idea.
That's a good spiritual weapon, a bit more point. Yeah, it's a spell that gets left by the wayside pretty early on.
It is. It is. You mentioned he has Warcaster.
Yeah.
No, because you have Warcaster, okay, I'll allow it.
Okay. In which case, assuming Matt wants to Kami spell.
Absolutely, absolutely, I do.
Nope, didn't. Okay.
Have a good night.
Plus 9, so that's 17.
17. He will be able to sidestep a 17.
Can I use?
Yeah.
Can I? No, maybe I'm thinking of Thomas. I guess when I had like favored by the gods.
You have a thing that lets you reroll 1s, but I didn't roll a 1.
You can use a hero point to add a d6 to a
That's it. You
roll.
can use a hero point to add a d6, and I can look to see if there's something else we can do in a second. I'm just, fixing the spell real quick here. As I know we can reroll 1s, but this is not a... We're already using our reaction, so we can't do that. Reroll 1 on ability check. GM ruling, we have words of encouragement. It says when an ally, does he count as an, I don't know if you let him encourage himself.
Well, this is being done through the spiritual weapon, and I believe the spiritual weapon is technically not a creature.
Well, he's making the spell attack through the spiritual weapon.
Is that
Encouraging myself.
Because he has to make
encouraging
the melee spell attack.
Okay.
I'd say words of encouragement says, an ally.
I believe those can target self.
Okay. In which case...
I can double check that later, but I believe they do.
Oh no, that requires him to use his reaction, which we're already using, so that doesn't work.
We have cards in this game, yeah.
I can't use your cards, but you do have cards, and you do have hero points.
David, can I use card debt and pay you a card as soon as I get off?
Yep, a moment.
Okay, in which case I will roll again.
Yep.
Okay, how about a natural 20? Does that land?
Nah.
And it's an attack, so it crits.
Oh, hits, yeah.
I mean, it doesn't do anything because you don't do damage, but they have lost their action. The action to just cast the spell is still expended, but they don't lose the spell slot.
Okay. Okay. Because the roll was a critical, I will actually allow damage to carry through with that.
Oh, then.
Is it normal damage or critical damage?
Oh, regular damage. Because usually it does no damage. Yeah. Okay.
He's gonna be like, sit the fuck down.
I think I was even called Kami Spell in the past.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have to eat that carrot.
swallow-
So he
you
doesn't
have
use
to
a slot,
swallow
but he
this
said
carrot whole.
it was. Yeah, fails. Okay.
That's it. They lose their action, but they keep the spell slot.
Okay.
You're gonna have to swallow this carrot whole. Choke on my carrot.
In that case. Okay. There will be
Have a good night.
random burst of cold energy freezing some of the nearby treasure. This was a offensive variant of counterspell.
Fun.
Funny, I find him very offensive.
Oh, he's gonna eat your carrot. Okay. Is there anything else that you're doing?
Nope, that's it.
Okay.
I've literally used my action, my reaction, my bonus action. The only thing I didn't use was my move action, but I'm sitting on top of a motherfucking dragon, so
Like, you have the high ground.
can't think of any better place to be.
Okay. Okay. Moving with great speed, one of these large creatures will move over to the side, raising its okay, more angling its head and shoot a a a blue bolt at our dragon front here. That bolt is more like a ball, is crackling with purple black energy. Okay, 26 to hit.
That's two.
That's to Ixior. That's to the.
Did you roll
that does hit
disadvantage, or
me.
do they not qualify as one of the one of the creature types?
You are quite correct. Let me roll that d20.
Yes, please roll lower. You still hit me. I have a 22.
Watcha. Okay. 70 cold, 80 necrotic.
I take none of that necrotic, thank you.
Yep.
But you said 70 cold?
Yep.
Oh no.
Does he get anything for being in my aura?
Not for that.
When the ball of energy hits, there's just a small fluxing detonation of energy that just affects its intended target. So
Oh, that's
so
nice.
the passenger is not affected.
I imagine that he's still a little cold since it probably would have popped. Like, dragons aren't exactly warm-blooded.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, are they?
Pretty sure.
Yeah, dragons are not cold-blooded to my understanding. So yeah.
I mean, that might be a setting-specific thing, because I know I have read some things of like that's why they have their layers, because the gold coins and stuff retain heat. So, but I don't think D&D dragons are. So, I guess that's a setting-specific question.
Oh no. Okay, that thing's just really tiny. Let me put
But on the bright side, you have a cleric on board.
Yep.
You can just keep healing you.
Don't worry, I've already lost almost half my HP.
The other one sinks into the large pile of gold over here.
Hey, get out of my gold! Get out of my gold! Ah, ow.
And it reminds me of something I need to check. Because I know my lair technically has actions.
Okay.
Oh.
The creature that was hovering above with Latric on it will fly downwards to kind of be on your level, and instead of shooting something at you, will straight up attempt to punch the dragon.
I'm annoyed by this. That's all I'm going to say.
As its huge arm comes down to punch the dragon. Wow, roll 20 is not roll 20 me today. This is weird.
Can you please stop hitting me? It's like, Jesus, David. What is if you in doing 140 like over 300 points of damage damn near to me, and like 3 attacks in total.
Well, it is nearing the end of the world. No, but for real, these are examples of like just insanely powerful chaos creatures.
It's a bit excessive when they could do my entire HP and damage in effectively 2 turns.
Not really. It's like in game.
It's a little excessive. Nothing will change my opinion on that.
Meteor swarm.
You think I don't think that's not excessive? I also think that's
There
excessive.
you go.
Oh, you do? Okay, I didn't think you. I didn't think you thought it was excessive when like the PCs do it.
Anything where you could do over 200 points of damage in a single turn is a bit excessive.
Again, we're supposed to be in the game. Like, this is the Heroes of Light, like at the finale.
Because like we can't even see the stars anymore because of the chaos quote unquote surrounding the planet. So, with that being said, you do have your good old cleric with you. There's also potions. Because
Didn't you grab a giant ass potion?
I grabbed a giant ass elixir, yes. Like the elixir is my size category big.
Please don't use the elixir.
um,
That is literally wasted on you.
do keep in mind
I
because
don't even know what it does. I just want to hoard it.
No, I told you what it did. It restores mana and HP.
Well,
You don't
I
use
have spell
mana.
slots. No, I don't. I have spell slots, technically.
which the original mana rules does cover spell slots.
I'm not disputing that. I'm just saying he has 2 spell slots. We have a guy whose literally his entire existence is based on spell slots.
No. I have 4 spell slots.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But I do want to say, keep in mind you are in your lair, which has miscellaneous things in it. So
It does.
you can like rummage around in the gold and ask, hey, is such and such here? Can I grab such and such? Let's see, there's something to the gold. That. Okay. Electric. Frowning slightly. Okay, then I guess I'll play support since these things are way larger than me.
Oh, you don't have a dragon to ride?
Well, I've been riding on this thing, but it decided to punch the king of the castle here. But
You mean to tell me that you don't have control over the things you ride? What kind of a king are you?
I think you're going to have a very bad trip home after
I'm
this
not the
fight.
king. I'm not the king. I'm not the king. I'm not the king.
But I do need to eat a carrot. Let me 2 front. Sure, can I get a athletics roll, please, as Electric jumps from the huge creature onto you to get closer to the clerical bunny.
I'll say it's a 32 of no. Fuck you.
32, okay.
A 32.
Can we spend a hero point to have him fall and take fall damage?
Oh, don't worry. It's the end of the round now, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, well, after
I use my lair action. as part of denying his ability to get on top of me, I'm gonna whack him with my tail across the freaking place.
Sounds good. As he is falling though, he sort of get, the rest of
Oh yes.
his ability to
I
do
just
things.
wanted to
He did
say what I
fail.
want to do.
His roll 20 did actually roll 20 me. He has a high enough modifier that he could have made it, but nope. So it's like jump. It's like no. Ah! And he begins falling. Super gravity.
Let's see.
Hmm.
My breath attack is an
Can't
action.
even command
My
gravity. What kind of a king are you? He said he was going to
I'm
dispose
trying
the
to
king and
dethrone the
become the
king, so I
king.
can become king. I'm more of a
I know.
squire of chaos.
Squire is a very good word for it. You definitely haven't even made knight yet.
So- since I'm huge and he's medium, how many size categories is that? Is that 2? Or is that 3 size categories?
If you're huge, that's 2 size categories.
Damn. I don't think 1d6 plus. Did I say strength modifier? Oh, it did. I don't think 2d6 plus 24 is a lot of damage.
I mean, depends on what you're hitting.
I mean, a person.
That's equivalent to a upper tier fighter. That's somewhere between 3 or 4 melee attacks.
That's fair. Anyways, I'm going to attack with the tail because I don't have any bonus actions. So he will
He is
be.
casting.
I don't have my reaction back yet.
You haven't had your turn yet, so it's not bad.
You have not had your turn.
Mm.
So this is going to be. We only double the die code, yeah?
Yeah.
2d10 plus that. Go ahead and resolve what you're going to do, and then I'll give you the result, because I want this to be a witty remark to that happening. I assume he's targeting Darius.
Yeah, yes. I know this says takes up a 5-foot square, but he's angling it to hit Darius and not the two of you.
Is he on the ground? If so, that's a pretty
Oh.
impressive angle.
Well,
He's about to be.
falling. Is he want
Oh,
to jump but miss it because I suppose suppose Xur like must have hit him or something to like force him away. Oh, it's not showing his proper DC. DC 22 for dexterity.
Can't call that there. What's up? Another freaking Boston market. I didn't even know Boston market was still there.
Okay. Now I have a question with the lair action. Are you going to hit him? Well, technically, he would hit. Are you trying to hit him in midair or after he hits the ground?
It's technically at the end of the rounds when I do it. But given that he's falling, I'm kind of wanting to hit him as he's falling.
Okay. Cool. Not a problem. In that case,
It doesn't move him. I'm just hitting him. It's just a normal tail attack.
okay. Then, for the sake of including the fact that he is falling and to uh, and to kind of just account for that, increase your damage by 5d6.
So you're telling me to increase my damage by 10d6 because I criticaled. I rolled a 20. Are you sure about this, David?
Well, I'm giving you what would be the falling damage.
Okay, so I do not double that.
So
I'll
yeah,
just add it to
intent is
total.
not double it. It's just me accounting for the fact that technically he would take full damage.
Anyways, there. Oh, not 50-66. God, no.
What do you mean?
Hey.
God, no, that would be hilarious.
So, as he tries to jump on me, I'm just going to give him this look that only dragons would really understand because they don't have face muscles really, of just pure disdain. Say, filthy peasants such as you are not allowed to be on top of me. And then I swat him away.
Okay. As he goes flying a little bit, because I believe your reach is what, 10 feet?
My reach is... I believe that's the case, but it's actually not written on the sheet. And let me double check. Did I get that? Do. Let's become D10. That.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like this is one of my most missed foods from being a kid. Kids' cuisine, frozen meals. Like there's just something about microwaving it and getting a fresh brownie in the middle of it.
I vaguely remember those.
They're the ones with the penguin.
Yeah, I know what they are. Just, we didn't have very many of those, when I was growing up.
So the tail itself has a reach of 15 feet.
Okay.
Looking at it here.
Cool. That definitely sounds right, but I know, Dragon Clash could be weird. Okay, looks like I'm gonna move him as you
Okay.
take him away. Okay. Well, I'm getting some new initiatives. The Star Rider that is flying, flying around, flying, through the floating cliffs. The Star Rider itself can highlight the approaching area, even though you're still a bit of a distance away, though you are rapidly closing the distance. There is looks to be a odd bit of shaped earth around where the basically the quote unquote lair entrance would be.
Yes.
Yep. It doesn't look natural. It looks like someone essentially did earth wall as a dome.
Do that as a dome.
Someone doesn't want to be
To cover the-
disturbed.
Okay, so they blocked the entrance.
Yeah. But it's not like force wall or anything. It is it's a piece of matter. This is on the approach that you can that you can see this. I am gonna try a bit of new rules with the Star Raider. But just let me know what you'd like to do. If anything, I know you were manning the guns.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot that technically applies to me. That's the other thing about layers. I can be attuned to my augment gems technically.
Yeah, I believe you can be attuned to anything that's in your lair. Lair.
Yep.
You don't actually need it on you.
Yeah. You're still restricted by the attunement limit, but yeah.
Yeah.
What is the attunement limit though?
3.
Cool. In that case, plus 38. And is he considered a monstrosity? Or would these things be considered monstrosities?
In terms of the Chancellor Electric,
As well as the chaos creatures.
the chaos creatures are gonna be are count as monstrosities. He is the Electric himself is internally a monstrosity, so he technically counts.
Hey, I know what free I'm gonna have. I just forgot that's technically a thing. But going forward, so I'm not gonna be a dick about it. I have plus 3d8 cold damage to my attacks because I just have it.
Nice.
Plus 4d12 against monstrosities,
Nice.
and I can reduce critical attacks damage by 3d10.
Using one of the alternative uses for the Manifest Echo, I would like to manifest an echo and send it up to 1,000 feet up with my consciousness in it, just so I can look, get a bird's eye view.
Okay.
See if there's any other, air vents, natural sunlight holes, whatever other entrances that may not have been blocked by the surf dome before I start raining gunfire down on the thing that may or the thing that's blocking Ixior's lair and may or may not cause issues inside if I start raining gunfire down on it to make an opening.
Okay. Can I get a perception roll, please? Also, I will make the Star Rider available to I'm just gonna click show to players just so it becomes available to everyone.
So that's a 16 plus 10, 26.
26. Okay. You do not see any alternative entry points, which is probably exactly why Ixior chose this place, because aside from his ability to just teleport into his lair, it pretty much only has one entry and exit point.
I mean,
So
it
it's
doesn't
highly
have to be a
defendable.
proper entrance. It could just, again, be like an air shaft or whatever. But I get what you
Yeah.
mean. All right. In that case, I guess I have to start, Okay.
You're gonna have to
so
work
Anyway,
for
you
it.
started blast.
looking at what I'm seeing here, would be more effective to bombard the Earth Dome or bombard a different part of the mountain?
You could try to bombard a different part of the mountain to make another entrance. It would likely be more effective to attack the dome itself.
Then I will go for the dome itself.
Okay.
I don't know where you put the ship.
Well, technically you're still outside approaching.
I mean, I don't know if we're in gun range. Well,
Oh, you're gonna be in put the
Bombardment range.
1 second. I forgot to put a range on one of the keys. I fix.
You may file when ready.
Okay.
I could have sworn I lost 2 boxes. Apparently not. I only lost 1. Or a box just was lost to the void.
Oh.
I definitely just dropped what I thought was 2 boxes, and only 1 was down there. We just had a timeline shift. We just had a timeline shift.
Okay.
It's blank.
What do you mean it's blank?
Yeah, that's that so I can see its stats.
It's only blank if you don't have the imagination. It's
Playing by Neverland.
Neverland ship.
Can you see
Thank you. Someone else got the reference.
I'm reloading it, and it's giving me the D20. There we go. Okay, now it has stats. I just had to reload it.
Okay. I said I'm introducing some different different rules here. I know the Prince is the pilot.
It's a different thing.
Of the sheet.
Yeah.
This sheet is actually the D&D vehicle sheet.
That explains why it looks different. Okay.
Okay.
Solar cannon. Nova cannon.
Okay. Because you have access to gunnery things, the weapons here are based off of your ability to fire. So it would you'd be rolling as if a proficient range attack. You also do have some options here. Given that you are manning all 3 guardian positions, you can use 3 weapons. You can fire 3 times.
Are we in range to fire 3 times?
You are in range with the solo cannons. While you are just regularly attacking here, which I said is rolling as if you're doing a proficient range attack. You do have other options available to you, which, well, it doesn't apply right now.
The fact that I have extra attacks doesn't matter here. Okay.
No, but the fact that you're manning all of the weapon stations basically gives you 3 attacks. For the future, you can do things like covering fire, focus aim, things like that. I do have charts here for it. Though I know folks aren't familiar with it, I'm not completely making this up. I am using the Esper Genesis ship rules because I find them a bit more simpler than some of the other nautical D&D stuff. While it also allows you guys as a vehicular crew to do things to help one another and such. That being said, I will consider players on this. There's a gunnery section which you can either scroll down to or use the quick access button to just click on to get just that section.
That's right.
As noted, your ship is large, so yeah. Which means where it says grand scale stuff, you don't have access to that. But you have access to everything else. Okay, so if it's the solar cannons, okay. That fits. Okay. The solar cannons burst the dome. Given the situation, did you want to try to angle the shots to pierce directly inside the lair?
I don't know where people are, so I'm probably more trying to aim like high to reduce the chance of hitting somebody.
Okay, in that case, the solar cannons, which are weapons that will take a few seconds to actually like glow, building up a charge, and release like this lance, this lance of light, which like melts and mingles and otherwise destroys the earth dome rather handily with that volley of shots. Just to point out to you, since we're dealing with the ship right now, the paired light wave cannons, which are essentially scaled down solar cannons. I have the link there noting that the owner may also use their bonus action to fire. Meaning that in this case, since you're manning all the guns, you could not only say fire the heavier solar cannons, you could also, if you use one of those actions to fire the light wave cannons, you could then use a bonus action if you've already fired the light wave cannon to fire it again, thereby getting you a little bit of an extra.
So theoretically, if I use a
attack.
bonus action in this current scenario, I could actually do 4 attacks instead of 3.
Yeah, as long as in order to trigger the light wave cannon's ability to shoot again, you have to shoot it once, because essentially that's simulating the idea of firing paired weapons. Well, you can. I suggest being very careful about using the Nova Cannon in this scenario. Okay.
Just eggs. Just egg. Not eggs. Just one egg. Just egg.
It is
One egg.
now
Yeah.
Big Dragon turn.
Oh. Given that it's currently not completely equal odds, I'm going to do a thing.
Okay.
The thing is going to be I summon dragons.
Yas.
I did not. No. I didn't have any of them on my.
I know you have
Giant Ego
I just
card.
don't remember what it's called. There we go.
Okay, are you able to drop your own Shadow Dragons?
I should be able to.
Okay. That's what I was remembering, but like just in case.
Let me roll a d4 real quick, though. Of course, I don't have a d4. Just sitting on my table right now.
Situations like these is which is why I'm like, yeah, some of these Shadow Dragons is
Hey,
really
Mr.
good in
Luna?
situations like this.
These aren't on the shelf, but I think that they're supposed to be
Oh, let's see.
because somebody has.
You may
This
conjure these
one-
dragons. These dragons will pay your commands.
And
bonus
this
action,
one-
talking about a commando act.
It was
And
on
what
the
they
shelf
construe
with the
as the
exact same
best-
label.
Interest of me. It will last your charisma modifier days or until destroyed.
Okay, Matt, muted until you're done figuring out that work situation.
This technically doesn't say it takes an action. It just says that I can do it. I can commando as a bonus action.
I believe when we previously discussed this, I believe you said it took an action, if I remember correctly. with a hero point, I believe I believe it lets you do as a bonus action as well. But I'm remembering it last time.
Cool.
What are their size?
Their size, I believe it's already the correct size. They're 2x2 on this grid.
Okay.
According to the Young Red Shadow Dragon, they're large dragons, they're chaotic eel.
Okay. 2x2. I just want to make sure their scale was good.
Where is their initiative? Initiative is just their dex bonus anyways, isn't it?
Unless they have some kind of modifier.
Yeah.
No, they don't have any modifiers, they don't have a dex bonus, so they just get a...
Hey, die 20.
D20, that D20. D20 rolled a 14.
Okay.
And I can't add them to the initiative myself. And it doesn't say where they have to be, they just appear, so...
Yeah, they appear, quote unquote, in the area, so you can move them to appear wherever you'd like.
Right there is fine.
Okay.
And...
Electric looks around. I thought you said you weren't a king.
Does it mean I don't have helpers? Never move these intruders. That's my turn.
I remember having fun with the guys, like by overlapping their breath weapons and stuff.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm going to be doing.
Okay. Bunny of Power.
He's currently muted because he was talking in work.
He's in theory dealing with something at work unless he's done with that.
Okay.
I guess I could start resolving the massed amount of...
And yeah, you can do that until Matt is able to be on the call. Feel free to basically. I'll just shift and shift one just so there we go.
So,
Red Shadow
DC 18 saves, please.
Okay.
And they are dex saves. And it's a 30-foot cone, and they have a fly speed of 80 feet. Let me double check the size of this 30-foot cone. I want to figure out. No, I did not hit back. You bastard!
Oh no, that's happened to me too. I like I suddenly hit the key commands for back, and it's like, Urgh! Or I hit the hibernation key.
I feel like that was less devastating, because at least you don't have to reload everything when you hibernate. You just have to wait for it take forever to boot up.
Let's see, 45-degree cone, snap to center. That's how big it is?
Depending on how many tabs, you roll 20 tabs you have to have open.
Okay, yeah, they're just too far away.
I mean, it's nothing compared
Apologies.
to Mega Tab over here, but...
Yeah.
I thought that Triss had heard me when I said, "Hey, you mute me."
No, I missed that, sorry.
I was about to go into a work thing.
Yeah, I missed that, sorry. But I did mute you anyway, so...
No worries.
We didn't get that. It was like, we muted you, but we didn't hear it. So we telepathically knew what you wanted to do.
Well, I try not to mute him when it sounds like it's only gonna be like a sentence or two, but it's like,
Yeah,
which is what
right
it started as, and then it just kept going. It's like, okay, now I'm gonna...
Cool. So they both need like 3 DC 18 dex saves each. Well, both of them do. That'd be a correct way of putting it. And it's 16d6. If I recall. Let me pull up. God, I have to reopen everything. This is so annoying.
Uh-huh.
Shadow Breath. Recharges on a 5 or 6. Very quick cone. Taking 56 or technically 16d6 necrotic damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful. So, first attack, 16d6. Second attack. Cool, here is the damage of the 3 type attacks. And for the ones that pass and the ones that fail, have as necessary. And oh my god, they failed all of their rolls but one. Jesus.
Okay, this is necrotic, yeah?
Yes, this is necrotic. Did I just heal them?
And those things. That's okay.
Please tell me I didn't heal them.
Fine, I'll tell you.
You did not.
Okay.
You just
Whew.
increase their power. You know that 140 damage they did before, and now they can do double.
Okay.
Okay. Real quick for my turn, I wanted to heal the dragon.
You
Okay.
want
Yes,
to heal the
please.
dragon, and you can use your bonus action to take another shot with the spiritual weapon if you like.
Absolutely. Roll that beautiful beam footage. Maximum healing
Okay.
if possible.
And because I'm feeling extra special, I will let Matt know if he is so inclined. You can, it's going to cost more mana, but you could do a big heal of, you cast the actual straight up heal spell for 70.
Okay. Yeah.
For 70 HP. That'd be 27 mana.
Yep. That'll do pig. That'll do.
Okay, so that's 27 mana. That leaves you with 28 mana for the future. But Eric, you
Oh,
restore
good. I
70
can
hit
do it
points.
It's
one
70.
more time, Eric.
What was that?
I said I can do it one more time.
Without drinking a mana potion, which you do have.
Don't forget, we also have an elixir potion. That's dragon sized. I'm pretty sure that means you can get a lot of it out of there.
Spiritual weapon does another 11, assuming that connects.
That's how that works, right, David? Because it's a dragon sized elixir, a normal person would be able to get quite a bit of it.
I have a reason for it being that large. Using the really big elixir, is in fact better than using a regular size elixir.
I mean, I'd hope so.
But there's lots of sips out of that bottle.
You made that thing huge.
Yeah,
And it's the size of me, David.
yeah.
You're not getting away with putting that in front of a dragon that hoards.
It's
Millions
for
worth
later
of gold.
when I activate Kaiju Bunny.
Okay, Electric is able to irritably roll out of the way of the 21 strike.
Okay.
He has lots of shadow breath on him that he's like ah. The larger creature, larger chaos creature is splotchy in a lot of places where areas of it have been like worn down or kind of necrotically burnt into. See, rejuvenated the heals. Okay. I see.
Well, it looks like you have to make more choices, David. Which one is it going to be?
It's gonna be this one. Um, I did.
Oh yeah, I forgot they could do that. Oh, Shadow Dragon. This area is in darkness, yeah, or dim light.
Yes.
Good. I won't do that for now because I didn't say I was going to do it, but
Okay. As this thing is approaching, it is firing another blue black orb. This time at this Shadow Dragon.
oh, I wish it did fire damage. So that's going to be minus 60. Looking at that correctly. Yeah. So minus 60 and minus 25. There you go.
Okay. It will use its bonus action for a punch. 12. I don't think that hits.
No, it doesn't.
Okay. Its languishingly slow movements is sufficiently telegraphed for the Shadow Dragon to be like, no, I'm flying away from your arm right now. Okay. The one that's all melted and pitted that was just hit by all kinds of fiery breath. Will get a little bit of regen. And the oof,
What?
you'll see its arm.
Oh, how's it? Break?
Its arm glow. Raising it up, wisps of energy from the main glowy part of the arm, and as it comes down, it's extending a blade of energy. This blade, when it follows through, will technically launch as just as like a kind of crescent beam, but because you're right in front of it, it's just going to try to hit you with it.
Okay.
This should be range, so it doesn't matter.
David. What the hell?
Are you going to roll a disadvantage?
I did not roll it. Just
Assuming it applies to this guy.
oh, no, it totally applies to this guy. 11.
Oh, never mind.
Okay. The wall behind you cracks and crumbles as this radiant slash burrows into the material beyond the wall for a bit. The one that was in the pile will now raise from the raise from the pile. It has like necklaces kind of like hooked on to various pieces on it that are hookable. There are some gems that have settled in crevices, so it's um kind of glitzy. Um, Excuse me. There is a robe that's kind of hooked onto it, though it's like crackling with a little bit of energy. This shadow dragon over here is being targeted. That's so right.
Which Shadow Dragon?
The one to the map west.
Cool. It still misses.
Cool. The orb flies past it as it evades. The hole that the laser slash made, getting a bit deeper as this orb hits the back of the kind of back side of that area, detonating in a combination of eroding stone and brittled, shattered material. Okay. Cancer Atlantic will get up, make a half-hearted kind of impetuous slash at the carrot. It being a spiritual weapon, however, will be unaffected. Great. Great, more things to deal with. That's fine. That's fine. I can handle anything you throw at me. But not that tail. Don't do that again.
Well, I'd hope. I'm not some lizard that detaches its tail.
Ah, okay. So much for G-rolling that to myself. Um, well, as you can read here, a veil of energy surrounds him without him making any kind of incants or anything. It seems to just exude from him. Hmm. Okay. With his remaining movement, he will move closer. He will attempt to climb you again. So, opposing athletics, please.
I rolled a 30.
30? Okay. Okay. the 34, he is able to climb up, kind of jumping on different parts of you if you're like trying to swat him, swat him away. Finally, we meet. The stick to the rabbit. What's the king here has no one to rejuvenate him. This wonderful place will be mine, and it can be searched at convenience. Hmm. Okay. In that case, Electric will be readying a spell. Okay. The Star Rider. I.
Hmm?
Oh, okay. I mean, if you when you said that, I was kind of putting you in a little bit of a mark mode. If you're not, then he's just gonna hit you with a sword. Like if you're still quote unquote available. Okay.
I think you just can't talk right now.
He's
Oh, okay.
he's listening.
Well,
So.
in that case, then it's going to be some sword attacks. And well, I mean, a casting and a sword attack. So I guess you could kami hit him for the casting part.
I mean, if he wants to Kami spell, I will happily make that attempt. Okay, that's how it did work.
Okay, is it rolling correctly?
Yeah, it rolled correctly, yeah.
He'll step to the side. Make. Son of a bitch. Yeah, forgot the ending bracket on that.
Okay, whatever.
That looks like it's gonna hurt.
Yep,
Oh shit! That other one's a critical. Fuck.
yep.
That's why I said like it's gonna hurt.
You asked me to roll something.
Oh, it would be a dexterity save versus the spell.
And you have the paladin thing, it's not factoring in. Yeah, okay. Aura of protection, so I mean, it doesn't matter. That one brings it up to 11.
Okay.
Oh, that's not good.
That's not cool.
Where's the other? Yep. So, yeah, it's area from the dark moon as well.
Resistance.
Oh, weren't you planning to county bop him?
I tried, I failed.
Yeah, 18 does
Ow.
not hit.
Immunity to lightning
Damn.
and thunder.
Nice.
Oh, he's fine. I'm not. What do I need to roll for this? Dex
Dexterity.
save?
And you get +5 because you're next to him.
And I get a +5, and I need to double check what the Shadow Dragons. They have a 0. That's fine. I have a 9 +5 because I have enough gold in my lair. I just get legendary resistance and add half my proficiency.
Nice.
So that means I have 19 plus 6 plus 3, then plus 5. And then the Shadow Dragons. Is it just me, or do I need to roll for the other Shadow Dragons as well?
You'll need to roll against this for this Shadow Dragon right here.
Okay. Well, spell save DC is 0, so I don't know what it's going to actually be required, but
Spell save is 22.
well, the young Shadow Dragon fails, but I succeed. Only
Nice.
because I have a +14. Jesus.
Okay, Abrin drops.
Immediately?
Yep.
Oh, Lord.
I mean, it took the entire, damage chain to do it, but he drops.
I smell charred bunny. Kind of want to eat it.
Bunny toast. Wait. Does that mean he can become a carrot cake?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
Hey, it's the lair action again. I'm going to smack him. Again.
Cool.
Actually, hold up. It's an item interaction to use a potion, yeah?
No, it's a bonus action to use a potion unless you're using it on somebody else, and that's an action.
Ow. Bonus action, it becomes an action for somebody else. Damn it. I had one idea that was going to work really, really good. But I can't do it because you said it takes an action. Hey, David.
What's up?
I spent a hero point to still use the potion as a bonus action.
I'm not. Are you using it on you?
No.
I mean, you could spend the hero point to take an extra action.
That's true.
Well, I'm asking because
would
I
accomplish the
have my
same
lair
thing
action,
sometimes.
which is I attack him, or I spin the bonus action. I can spin a bonus action and give him the elixir.
I mean, I'll choose a hero point if you want to make that a bonus action.
I'm just saying you could spend that same hero point on your turn to do it then as an extra action.
Say because you could.
True.
If you add an extra action, then you could also use your now free bonus action to command your dragoons that are with you.
I don't need to command him anymore. I told him to remove the intruders. The intruders are still here.
That's fair.
It's not like G.I. Joe where I have to command them to do their turn.
I mean, rules as written, I think that is what it's supposed to be, is you have to command them every time, but if he's letting you get away without doing that, then by all means.
Well, I do believe the way it was phrased is you could just issue them a set of commands.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I know for like Beastmaster Ranger, you have to reissue that command every turn.
Okay.
Well, if I don't issue commands, they do what they think is in my best interest.
Yeah.
My best interest is to remove these hostiles.
Yeah, because the dragons actually have a human level of intelligence. So.
I'm not disputing that. I'm just Pointing out, the only other example we have of somebody commanding something in 5e does seem to require you to do it every turn. But you've already stated what your ruling is. So.
Yep. The Star Raider itself, are you wanting to, like, fly into the now...
Can we fit through the hole we made? Do we gotta make it bigger?
No, you can fit through the hole.
I think we made a big hole. Okay. In which case, yeah, we will go through the hole, and I'm gonna light up some of these kaiju.
Yes, please do.
I did not think we would fit.
Yeah. Yeah. You can...
Your hole is big.
His lair is huge.
Well, I understand his layer is huge. I just underestimated the size of the holes we were making with the cannons. I figured it was like, okay, it's big enough you could get through, not,
You underestimate the size of the cannon when you're firing it 4 times.
Either the size of the cannon or the amount of devastation it unleashed on impact. I'm not sure which.
Could be both.
I didn't realize we were using the Zorn pulse wave cannons that just vaporized everything on impact. Because, we're sadistic fucks and don't want to leave debris behind.
I mean, we are fighting chaos. Purging chaos from existence would probably be preferable to letting the remains contaminate the environment.
Oh, I understand that. Again, it's just, I didn't realize that's what they did.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess attacks 1 and 3 to the guy on the bottom left, and attacks 2 and 4 to the guy on the right.
Okay. Both those will hit.
We just need to deal with them. The body's down.
Oh,
And have one echo go blow the horn
Bunny
down
is-
door so they know we're
Bunny
coming as
is-
we unload.
I'm back, so I can come out of mark mode now.
Okay, I need you to roll a drooling save.
I don't have dice. I'm just like back with the voice.
You also don't have a drooling save, so it works.
No, that's true. That's true.
Okay.
I'm literally sitting there throwing.
Yeah,
Okay.
I am impressed the
One
one
box.
still alive. Actually, I'm impressed both of them are alive. They both took over 100 points of damage.
As you, like, blast
Yeah,
holes into
that's
them,
over
definitely
200
grabbing
points
their
of
attention.
damage.
And I assume the fact that it's radiant doesn't matter.
I think the fact that it's radiant is what let them stay alive, because I did 150 damage and almost killed one of them. To a much worse state than what you've done.
Yeah, they don't have vulnerability
Okay.
to that, so... Okay.
Oh. But yeah, I'll spend a hero point to make it a bonus action to use my lair action, so I don't have to worry about so I can use my action to attack. So, what happens when you shove a dragon-sized elixir in a butter?
Well, I imagine there's gonna be a bloated, belly. He's gonna look like fat bastard for a minute.
One moment,
And you know the best part about actually being able to drive it into the lair? I'm no longer rolling at disadvantage for being at extreme range.
Nice. Okay.
Now, so I think my dice think this is cheating because I'm rolling for shit.
Okay. With basically holes that are being blasted through these, searing through these guys. The damage does not completely blow through them, so you don't have to worry about like it hitting the walls behind them, given that they still have some HP. But you have definitely caught their attention. Okay. Do we have
I've done the initiative, and it looks like you did the ship's initiative, so yes.
I have a plus 12. This
the
becomes
initiative is
a.
based off of the pipes initiative.
Yeah.
There's actually some really neat things with this, because if you're a grand ship and hold the position of captain, you can like buff the fuck out of the rest of your crew.
If you have a class that actually buffs people, yeah.
Oh,
No, just by virtue of being the captain, you can buff.
Yeah,
Oh.
but the ship isn't large enough to have like a command deck.
Yeah.
So, technically speaking, the Star Rider is a gunship.
Yeah.
So.
Gotcha. Mine is chosen. And so is the dragons.
Where'd he go?
I'm right here.
Where'd he go? No, there he is. He's tiny on top of the huge-ass dragon.
I suggest you back down because, for the record, yes, I can do that again.
Yeah. How do you even
I
fit in here?
didn't dodge any of those attacks, did I?
No, you took, you negated some of the damage because you're immune, but it was still enough to drop you to 0.
This fish really is large. You weren't even supposed to get here quickly, that quickly.
We just all just ignore the smoke coming from the back of the ship. A bunch of Moogles down in the basement with fire extinguishers. And of course, we're steampunk, so they're pump fire extinguishers. You got like little Moogles on the pumps.
Yeah.
By the way, I did confirm what my lair action was. I'm going to use the dragon size elixir to fix the bunny.
Okay. You give the bunny the elixir. Chuck, 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 chuck.
Obviously not the whole elixir. I just need him to not die.
Are we allowed to portion out the...
That's a good
Well-
question, are we, David?
Okay.
Or was
If
the
you
elixir
portion out
for
the
something
elixir,
specific?
It will no longer have its secondary effect.
So we want to give him the whole thing if we actually want to get our money's worth, because otherwise it's just a really big potion.
Yeah, we'll give him the whole thing.
Okay.
I'm just going to pick up... I'm going to use my wings to move him to where I can then put the... I'm basically just shoving a dragon-sized elixir down his throat.
As
Oh,
as he is
drag.
consuming this just gargantuan elixir, there is a mist and a haze that kind of pours out of the elixir with it, the same color as its contents.
There was the content.
The party will be fully restored for their HP and MP.
The party.
As soon as we can connect to Roll20, I'll do something about that.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't see any errors on there.
Well, we had the big outage, I think it was Monday night, and it didn't show up on the router either. But everything from Virginia to Pennsylvania was out.
Wow.
Oh yeah, that happened at like 1 in the morning and lasted until, I don't know, like 5.
For us, it came back on at about 2:30, 3 o'clock, but yeah.
Holy crap.
The fact that we're still talking to them means the internet itself is fine. This is a Roll20 problem.
Yeah, that was huge.
Oh yeah,
Was that like a, was
it was bad.
Yeah, okay.
I was mildly annoyed.
No, Irma!
No, I was playing State of Decay 2. I couldn't kill my zombies. Actually, no, I could still kill the zombies. It's just couldn't save my progress of the server.
Okay, I'm just gonna ping to see if the ping pops up anywhere.
I guess you said it was on Sunday. I'm like sitting here thinking, I'm like, didn't you guys have to work?
No, it was
forget.
Monday night, I think.
It was technically Monday morning, but yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what Eric was doing. David was like,
I didn't have work. What do you think I was doing? I was playing games
Oh,
to the wee hours of the night.
refreshing. See if that-
Till the sun started shining.
Eric, are you having server connection issues, or is it just us?
Nope, it's happening for me too. It just
Okay.
flipped over.
Okay, so it doesn't go over.
The Roll20 is crashed. Kaboom.
Honestly,
My
I
crash
think
sound effects.
there is something going on personally because earlier today, one of the lawyers couldn't go to like Vanguard, Capital One, or Bank of America, like all these various banking sites. I'm like, huh, that's weird.
Ooh, I got.
I just had to go to everything else, so I just figured it might have been like a service provider issue.
Friggin' sunspots.
No.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can try to continue this via Theater of the Mind if people want, or we can wait a few minutes to see if this will correct itself.
Peter remind them. Or it's perfectly fine for me. All I'm doing is telling you to make spell DC dexterity saves.
I'd say at the moment I have no sheets or anything, so it's a bit of a problem for me.
I don't have the sheets open, so that's also a problem.
Fair. Damn. Well, I mean, if this resolves soon, then should still be on the timetable I'm hoping for.
What, being done today?
No, because I know battles can take a bit of time. I was like, okay, this battle should be concluded with some time to spare this session, especially with the Star Rider coming in as support.
Okay, so yeah, of all the servers for Roll20, all of them went down, but the main site and Quantum Roll, and of course the dev server.
Actually, I just went to status roll 20 and it's saying they're all fine, so I don't know.
Well, no, the current status is on the left-hand side. The status to the right is their their status at that time. Like, for instance, it hasn't updated, but if you look to the left one next to their name, it says current status.
Okay.
If you hover over the up and down arrows.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. So pretty much their servers meant for the instances that we're doing are just all fragged.
Their forum works though.
I'm sure they're going to hear all sorts of fun stuff over there.
Well,
Yeah, that's
a problem.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe they should listen to some of the requests in the request area that includes beef security. Provided this is,
Oh, no, main site's now down too.
Is it? Oh, let me refresh.
I just
Oh yeah.
tried
The main site went down, but the info site went up. So their companions probably came back.
Well, it says they're actively working on it at least.
The game page reloaded for me. I'm back on the game map.
refreshing. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
I'm next to Oprah and the Queen.
Well,
Okay.
I'm still not getting in. So who's from Roll 20? Ah, of course, we can get their, their Twitter.
No, that's because that's Twitter. That's not.
Heaven forbid their ads go down. I know, it's coming through the Twitter servers and not there. I'm sorry, the X servers, the Extreme servers. Ooh, Server Extreme, a reality show where you're dealing with waiters and waitresses at a at a restaurant, and you're like throwing bullshit at them because it's a reality show.
Well, on that bombshell, I'm going to pop off for the time being and message me once we're back live.
Alrighty. Have a good time. Talk to you in a bit.
Hopefully.
Get good drinks.
You said it came back for you when you refreshed?
On my second refresh.
No, I was asking Eric. He said since he was still in the game.
Yeah, it works fine for me. I literally just hit refresh and it worked.
Well, that's what I'm doing. I was just confirming that's what you did before I, hit the button and blew myself up.
Now, I can't get the character sheets. Or they're loading slowly, but yeah, that's all I did.
Yeah, it's like my one laptop is still giving me gateway timeouts. The other one is also gave me a gateway timeout. Okay, now it says the main site's back up, but the marketplace is down.
You know they're on the channel like, no, people may drop and start giving us money. I mean, I have mixed feelings about L20. On one hand, I'm like, I shouldn't bitch at them, but on the other hand, I'm like, I've seen the request form, so and really, they're also working on the Project Jumpgate, which I understand is going to incorporate a lot of requested features. So I am actually a little bit excited to see what that'll ultimately come out as. Like, they'll probably have a weather layer or an over layer. Yeah.
I'll take a stable working layer, then I'll worry about weather.
So I'll take redundancy. What's the redundancy for 700, Alex?
And this is probably just going to be laggy to begin with, just because now everybody's trying to get back in their games.
Yeah. I wonder how many people do have Wednesday games. Or Thursday games, depending on your time zone.
Or Tuesday games, depending on your time zone?
I was just thinking that.
I don't know if there's anybody who's that far behind us that they'd have a Tuesday. Probably not.
Time is a man-made construct.
I don't even think like Australia is that far back.
Oh no, they just have the swirly effect. Just with the sea, I forgot what it was. Odol.
Caught in the infinite loading hole.
Ba, ba, ba. But yeah, no, it's like sometimes when things are extra hard, it's because I know people have access to like healing, and sometimes it's trying to add, some actual combat tension, because not all combats are easy.
This is how you know we're live, folks.
Yep. We're not scripted. You hear what we say now.
Everything's back down again.
Imagine what you'd hear if you weren't hearing anything. That was lame. I should scratch that.
Probably crashed under everybody trying to get back in.
Yeah, probably. It's like there's just someone goes, "We're under a DDoS." No, everyone's trying to log in. It's DDoS.
You're in a DDoS of your own users trying to reconnect at the same time.
That's right. I was about to ask a Mac question, then I remembered you don't have much XP in the Macs.
He's also not here anymore. He had stepped away with the serving.
I was
now.
saying Mac as in like Macintosh.
Mac as in what now?
Macintosh.
Like
Apple.
Macintosh, Apple, yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, fuck Macs. They deserve to burn. I refuse to acknowledge their existence outside of calling them shit.
I think you'd enjoy that old YouTube thing if it's still there. I don't remember the...
Folks following at home, I'm going to pause the stream. We may or may not come back.
Oh, have fun, stream folks. If you're enjoying drinks, continue to enjoy them.
Indeed.